Hey, how you guys doing tonight, man? Just here to do another video for you guys. Try to get another laugh in. These guys are going crazy. They're panicking right now. The deep state is panicking. I got this video that Eric Swalwell came out today with, and he's just panicking about Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. Man, he is crazy. So I'm going to get right into it, man. I'm going to let you guys listen to just a sheer panic in this guy's voice. And just look at his demeanor. Oh, my gosh. He's a senator. And he done some shady stuff, with Fang Fang, the Chinese spy. Remember that. He slept with her. So, all right, we're going to get right into this, and I'll react to it.
There you have it. Kash Patel just confirmed as director of the FBI.
That's crazy.
Pretty fucking unbelievable.
Sorry about the swearing, guys.
I mean, the most serious agency in our government. Kash Patel, FBI director.
You guys hear that? He is scared out of his mind. Because for 4 years, they got away with it. Nah, no longer. It's a great awakening.
I mean, if there is not an "are you fucking kidding me" moment,
Sorry about the
it's
swearing,
this.
guys.
And for anyone who was fooled into thinking, don't worry, there's reason.
Remember, he's a sitting senator talking to you, the American people, out in the world. He should be a little better with his vocabulary, don't you think? A little bit. So all I know is he's just panicking. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down there. Let me know what you think.
Reasonable Republicans in the Senate. Bullshit. There are no reasonable Republicans in the Senate. We cannot count on them. They will not save us. We are on our own.
You gotta ask yourself, save us? What does he mean there? Pelosi? Schumer? Who? Who's us? Is it the Democrat Party? I don't know. What do you guys think?
In this. Because who was blocked? No one was blocked. You have...
He's wrong. Matt Gaetz, he was blocked. And he bowed out. Now you got Pam Bondi, which is pretty dang good as far as I'm concerned.
a Secretary of Defense with absolutely zero experience laying
Plenty experience. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
off veterans at the Pentagon. You have an
Because they're corrupt. Dumbass.
anti-vaxxer overseeing Health and Human Services.
Did you see what they used to have? Robert Kennedy Jr. is way better than the woman, Levine. Crazy.
As we have a measles outbreak and the bird flu running rampant, and they're laying off people who fight
This guy's unhinged.
cancer, make vaccines, and inspect bird flu.
Warning, don't believe the AI
see what
trading
he-
hype
see
until
what
you
they're
watch
doing
this
right there?
entire video. Hi, I'm Lane Mendelson. I'm the president of...
It's crazy.
We can't count
It's just crazy what they're doing. They're making the left have hate. It's unbelievable here.
on any of them. Any of them. So here's what we have to do.
What do we gotta do?
In the short term, keep going to the courts and keep supporting individuals and organizations who are fighting in the courts.
Yeah, let's do
I want
that.
to flag for you Democracy Forward and Democracy Docket is two amazing organizations.
You know what they don't understand, and I understand it, because what did Trump say a long time ago? He says, "Let's go to court. I like court. Let's go." So these guys are like, let's take them to court, but never gonna win. Never.
Democracy Docket, you probably know through Mark Elias. They are in the courts.
Corrupt.
They're going after every unconstitutional executive order. They're fighting.
Yeah,
They're stalling. It's a speed bump to stop this damage. It's not the long-term solution.
It's all it is a speed bump. That's all the Democrat Party wants to do, is slow down.
I don't need to teach you civics to tell you that once these things are appealed and they make their way to the Court of Appeals and the Supreme Court, it goes to a Supreme Court that said that Donald Trump has
You're in no position
absolute
anyway.
immunity. So that's a bit of a
Scumbag.
problem. But in the near term, right now, those organizations are doing such important work. In the Congress, we have Judicial Task Force. Jamie Raskin is leading one. Joe Neguse is leading one. I'm a part of them. I'm helping them out. They are also supporting these efforts to go to the courts. And the courts are putting pauses and freezes. And sometimes they're unpaused and they're unfrozen. But we have to stop every illegal act wherever we find it. Okay.
That's good for us, because there is no illegal act. Crazy. There's no illegal acts, so the judges are gonna throw them out. So don't be all pissy when the judges don't go your way, because they're not illegal. There is a constitution.
The courts. Someone just said, what if he ignores the courts? What if he creates what is, quote unquote, a constitutional crisis, which doesn't mean anything anymore because we're just living through a fucking constitutional crisis. So we can't say this is a constitutional.
Go watch CNN, MSNBC, and everybody's saying constitutional crisis.
Constitutional crisis. Donald Trump is a living, breathing constitutional crisis. So we can't use that phrase anymore.
He's the only one that I know of slept with a Chinese spy and got away with it. Well, no, he didn't get away with it. Oh yeah, it gets good.
Because it's just Donald Trump is president. Therefore, there's a constitutional crisis. What if he defies the courts?
President?
Many of you are asking. So here's what we have to do. Because you don't have the marshals of the Supreme Court are not going to say, Mr. Trump, you have to follow the law here, or we're going to do something about it. They're not going to do that. They can't do that. But in a federalism structure where you have states' rights and federal rights, our attorneys general better be ready, and they better get pretty inventive and creative with what their powers allow them to do with a lawless president if he's not going to follow the law in the courts. They better be thinking about that every single day. And we have attorneys general in New York, California, Illinois, Colorado, all over the country. We need more. But
He said New York, Illinois, California, Colorado, all over the world. The four most liberal freaking states. Come on.
they are not helpless because they are chief law enforcement officers in some of the largest states in America. And so they better get ready for what they are going to do with the powers that they have. So, courts. Keep fighting him in the courts. Yes, he may defy some of these orders. He may shut down the government and then just dissolve Congress and say, I don't even need Congress. If my own Republicans can't pass a budget, I'm just going to be the government. He will be lawless because that is who he is. That's how he wired. That's how he's wired. That's in his DNA. In the House.
He's triggered. He is triggered. Oh my gosh. Who else can see this? Man. And who else brings all these good freaking videos to you so you don't have to go searching? Like and subscribe. It's me. Now keep doing it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man, because YouTube is not easy as what you think. The algorithms. Oh my God, I can't even say the word correctly, but I won't frickin' edit my videos because, hey, I'm just being me, just a crazy vet that loves our country.
2 to 3 weeks, the government will run out of money. 2 to 3 weeks, the government will run out of money. Why is that the case? Because these geniuses in the majority, every couple weeks...
There's a scared point right there. They want people to be scared. We're going to run out of money. We're not going to run out of money, dumbasses.
Every couple months, cannot pass a budget longer than a couple weeks or a couple months. And so back in December, they kicked the can down the road to March 14. That's the deadline. The press will ask Democrats, they'll ask my colleagues, they'll ask you as influencers and activists, are the Democrats prepared to shut down the government? Bullshit. The government is shut down right now. It's shut down right now. When 70,000 federal employees are laid off, it's shut down. When the people watching for bird flu are not watching for bird flu and the cost of eggs is going up, it's shut down. When the National Cancer Institute is laying off people who are finding cures, it's shut down. When the FBI is seeing mass layoffs, it's shut down. Our safety is shut down.
This is good.
When the president fires the people who protect our nuclear weapons and our nuclear secrets,
no, that ain't happening.
The government shut down. Don't accept any frame that the Democrats are shutting down the government. These guys are shutting it down right now.
It's called getting rid of corruption, dummy.
They're shutting it down right now. The position where we need to be in is if they can't continue to fund their chaos and madness, and they come to us and say, just like we do every single time, we need your votes, and they do this every single time, because every single budget that I've been a part of in 13 years, the Democrats delivered the votes. If they need us to make them well, and by the way, we should not make them well if they're going to continue the madness, but if they need us, we have...
You know, if dog poop was illegal and the Republicans wanted to vote it in or out, the Democrats would vote against it. And they would stick together. They would all vote for it. You know, the funny thing about what I was just thinking is Donald Trump, he just played a joke on Kathy Hochul out of New York about the congestion fee for New Yorkers, saying that he was relieving the New Yorkers of congestion, and it's like $9 or something like that. And she came out and she said that she's not gonna bow down to any king, because Donald Trump called himself a king or something like that, I guess. And then what happened was she said that we're not gonna bow down to any king, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the congestion fee or something along that lines. I'll come out with a video on that. You have to check that one out, but it's hilarious. And then all the people from New York are like, we don't want the extra fee. But anyway, we're going back to this video.
Have leverage. We have leverage. We have an opportunity to protect healthcare, to protect retirement savings, to protect public safety, to protect alliances in the world. We have leverage. We also should not trust them for much of any length of time. I don't trust these guys. So we are not helpless. You are not helpless. You've been loud. You've been calling us. You've been writing us. You've been texting us. 500 of you in my district showed up to my town hall. That means something. You're in it.
500?
Locally, it's not just about
you guys are awesome.
Democrats in Congress or Republicans in Congress. You have state assembly members. You have state senators. You have attorneys general in your state Ask them what are they doing to protect you, because you don't feel safe, and I hear you. You don't feel safe. Ask them what are they doing to protect you.
Donald Trump.
Also,
oh my God, I don't feel safe.
Blue state governors, blue state secretaries of state, if you think we are doing the max, through the roof, blowing out the ceiling on voting rights in those states, we're wrong. You're wrong. We have a shot to win the majority in 2026, but we cannot go into a rigged environment because Republicans have taken away all access to the polls. Yes, Georgia is going to Georgia. Other red states are just going to do everything they can to kick black and brown people off the voter rolls and make it harder for them to vote. They're now going to make it harder for women who changed their names when they got married to vote. That's what they do.
Do you see what they're doing here? I mean, anybody but a freaking smart is smart that would understand what's going on here. Do you hear what he's saying? You got to see right through their bullshit. And that's what this is bullshit. He's trying to freaking piss everybody off. Well, people like you. Or maybe. So he's lying through his teeth.
That's what they do. But to our blue states, we have to insist and ask, what are you doing to maximize
what are you doing,
access
Michigan?
to the polls? Because in California, for example, it's not like you go to the polls and it's a great expeditious experience. There are still long lines, well over 30 minutes, sometimes hours, in blue states, in California, New York. Why not have a law that says you should not wait in line for longer than 30 minutes? Your pizza should not arrive before you're able to vote if you ordered one. And if you do, the county pays every individual a fine for their time. So let's start getting inventive in our blue states so that we really can inoculate against some of the damage that's going to be done in the red states. We're not helpless, folks. We're not helpless. We can't count on Republicans. They just showed us that in the Senate, but we are not helpless. So I'm fired up. This Kash Patel is going to be at the FBI. And I promise you, a president who would release 1,600 of the most violent people in our country who attacked the...
Yeah, so he didn't say about the FBI informants inside the crowd chanting to go in. Ray Epps? Come on now. Whatever.
The Capitol beat cops. That same president
beat cops. The ones that were shooting rubber bullets at him before it started, spraying maces in their eyes before it started. A lot of other things before it started. You talking about those corrupt DC police that did all that to people that were just protesting? What about the video that they didn't air that Donald Trump said go up there peacefully? What about that? See, he don't tell you any of that because he doesn't want you to know all that. Or if you do know all that, you still acting the way you do, you're the problem.
will jail at least 1,600 of his most vocal opponents. And the person who's going to be out there doing that is Kash Patel. That's what the...
He's going to be doing it because he's going to follow the law. That's what they do, is follow the law, the Constitution. If you break a law, you go to jail. It's pretty freaking plain and simple, right? What do you guys think? Am I just overreacting here?
The Senate just approved today. But we are not helpless. We cannot shrink right now. We cannot shrink right now. Because they're not shrinking. They're flexing. They're flexing with fake patriotism, a perverted interpretation of what it means to be an American. and they're going after your freedom.
Holy shit. We're after their freedom, boys.
They're going after your freedom. So I'm on it. I'm in it.
Your party is the only one that wants to take down this flag right here, boys. I fought for this flag. You didn't do shit for this fucking flag. Excuse my language. This guy hasn't done nothing. All he's doing is he's just spewing out hate for some people out in this crowd, my audience, that freaking might go crazy or something. You got to listen to every word these guys say and take it with a grain of salt. This guy's just trying to start stuff. Simple.
All in it.
Easy to hear.
And you are too. But that's just a little list of some of the things we should be watching, some of the things we should be doing, and the differences we can make in the coming weeks and months. And I just want to tell you, finally, to win the House, we got to warm the waters. Because right now is when people are thinking about whether they're going to run for Congress to flip the hardest seats in America. They're thinking about it right now. And if they don't see a fight in Congress, if they don't see organization and passion in the community, they're going to take a walk. They're going to take a pass. Donald Trump's numbers are coming down. He's in the low 40s today in a Reuters poll. We need to warm the waters with our...
No. Donald Trump has the highest numbers in history. He has the highest numbers in history. He's lying. Go look it up. Fact checkers.
Fight in the Congress and your activism in the community so that they feel like the waters are warm, and all across the country we can win seats, win the House, cut our time in hell in half. Wow. I'm up for it. You are too. I'll check back in with you.
I dare you.
There they go, guys. That is one unhinged Democrat. I don't know what to say, boys and girls. I don't even know what to say. But, man, if you guys waited this long in this video, man, I appreciate it, you guys. Again, I'm just another disgruntled veteran just sitting here making YouTube videos, talking to my friends right here in this camera right here, you know. I love this man right here and this flag. That's why I'm here. I'm making these videos every dang day, and I'm going to keep on going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's Friday night, man. It's 11:19 p.m. and I'm fired up drinking my coffee. You know, I'm just making videos. I appreciate you guys 100%. If you guys would go down at the bottom, like and subscribe this, share it with your friends, man, other patriots, and subscribe. You know, I see all these people not subscribing. It's okay. I understand, but if you would subscribe, you guys, man, have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon. All right. Man, what a freaking video. It's been so good, guys. See you later.